with the rhyming towards the end as far as the compete, nah, you can't even fade me, I you, your mama, your auntie, and your lady, and how aggressive that is as far as like direct and whatnot. It almost sound like you'd be a diss track. I only smoke when I drink. I got silk, rock mink to the floor, and everything I get is on the Got cars, got homes with pools and saunas, lake with piranhas and some blue iguanas. I like when people rhyme multiple syllables as far as like pools and saunas and some blue iguanas, like that's like 3 syllables at a time and whatnot, so I like that. I would have to hear the first part on cadence or whatever to understand it, because I don't really even see how the first part rhymes. So I give it like a 3. I'm up early, you still asleep. I've been a wolf and I killed a sheep. Gotta prey on the prey for my enemies, because they want to feed off my energy. I like that a lot, actually. And I like the whole, aggression of the wolf and I killed a sheep, because that's what hip hop needs. It needs something to be a little bit more competitive and whatnot. So I like that. I give that a 4. Had a real thick named Brooklyn. She with the whole squad, and every time I land in Brooklyn, they with the whole squad. I'm more spiritual than lyrical. I'm similar to Eli Y, because I'm wearing black shades and I'm headed west with the word of God. Who is that? That's crazy. Nah, I know exactly what that is, but that's fire though. That's solo. I'm bugging. Yeah, that's so that's a 10, though. That's Carson in the house, bro, and that's fire because of the wearing black shades and headed west with the word of God. On Book of Eli, he was literally headed west the whole movie, and you didn't know he was blind because he had the shades on. Yeah, solo crazy, bro. Every day I bust rhymes and recite in ways that make MCs stop in daylight. I'm the deadliest MC you want to see on the streets. Invincibility is what makes me compete. Nah, you can't even fade me. I you, your mama, your auntie, and your lady. That's crazy. I like how often, with the rhyming towards the end as far as the compete, nah, you can't even fade me. I you, your mama, your auntie, and your lady, and how aggressive that is as far as like direct and whatnot. It almost sound like you'd be a diss track. So I get that a 4. I could be a jeweler, neck that slick the ruler. This comedy, talking fast like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like I said, I like when people rhyme multiple syllables and whatnot, like, jeweler, slick the ruler, comedy and harmony. On top of that, just, getting straight to the punch as far as, what they're trying to get across. But one thing that I would say, just as far as like, I feel like they could have, played a little bit more on the slick the ruler and stuff like that, made it more of a bar. So because of that, I lower one, I give it a 3. Yeah. Kneeling down with some questions to address, like, why the ones who commit the worst sins live the best life? The 10 Commandments, I can mark 5 checks, but I sense flaws, the Bible preaching blind threats. Streets held me down, got faith in a Pyrex. Faith in a 4-5, I call it a clarinet. This is fire. Like I was saying, just about like, rhyming towards the end there. Address life, worst sins live the best life. So you saying worse and best, you going opposites of that, but you still on the same rhyme scheme and whatnot. I can mark 5 checks, but I sense flaws, the Bible preaching blind threats. Just to think about that, you know what I mean? And when you read the Bible, it's pretty much telling you what to do in a way that's like a blind threat. Like you haven't done it yet, but they threatening you, like if you do this, you know what I mean? This will happen to you. So that's fire. I give this a 5. I carry my city like guilt that ain't got no forgiveness. Yeah, this is fire already. No way out. Should we locked in the system? Catch a case and they not gonna forgive you. White skin, you be out before Christmas. This is my verse from Seasons, and this line meant a lot to me only because my auntie went through that. You know what I mean? She got caught up in some stuff, and we felt like the judge like overbooked. You know what I mean? Like they definitely gave her, in our opinion, too much time and whatnot. You see it all the time. Is that if it's white skin or something like that, or a different shade, complexion, different background, then you'll be out in no time, and the sentence is different. So. Yeah, this is 12. That's the TDE stuff getting, and I don't even know too, so it's not like it's biased right off the back. Beverly Hills, skyline view. I move smart, got a high IQ. Right next to me where you find my crew. All of them fight, I fight too. That's fire. This is fire. I like how direct this is, and I also like when people say lines that I feel like it's like real in a way, as far as like threatening and direct, you know what I mean? And so I like all of them fight, I fight too. So that's fire. I get this a 4. I like that. I remember when I got 100 for recordings. Now the sum of my performances just put me on the Forbes list. Jiggy, I'm flawless. Pretty, I'm gorgeous. Your favorite rapper's corpses couldn't measure my importance. Bro, where is that from? But this is dope though, especially when people rhyme in between the rhyme. Like now the sum of my performance just put me on the Forbes list, and just being able to still do that but stay on the same rhyme scheme and get your point across, that's not an easy thing to do at all. So this is fire. I give this a 7 actually. I know we going 5, but I give this a 7 though. They call me the Don Dada, pop a collar, drop a dollar. If you hear me, you can holler. Even Rottweilers follow the Impala. Want to talk about this concrete? I'm a scholar. The incredible heterosexual credible. Beggar, let it go. Ain't edible. I got hate and love for this, only because I feel like we can't rhyme collar with dollar and holler no more, you feel me? But the last part of it was fire as far as, you know, want to talk about this concrete, I'm a scholar, this incredible, heterosexual, credible, beggar, like that's fire, you know what I mean? All of those rhymes in a row. So I got to take off a couple points just for the dollar and holler. We can't do that. This is 2018. We can't rhyme dollar and holler no more. So I was gonna give it a 5 for the last part, but I give it a 3 because I'm taking off 2 points. Don't want to be another number. I got to puff a gang of weed to keep from going under. The federales want to see me dead. Just put prices on my head. Now I got 2 Rottweilers by my bed. I feed them lead. Now I'm released. How will I live? Will God forgive me for all the dirty did to feed kids? I like this because of the storytelling aspect of it. Just as far as like, you know, wherever this is, just rhyming, but then you go to how will I live? And then that opens up the story mindset of it and being able to talk. And I don't know what the rest of that is, but you could have took that even deeper and been able to like run with a whole story based off of how will you live after you get out or something like that. So I like the way that that's set up. I give that a 5. Always have flow, just added the front door, roof and walls. Hotter than the fire, that in 2, which Cooper falls. But that's only if you super dog, sicker than when you use your dog to do assaults. It's kind of basic in a way, but I like the rhyme scheme of it, but it doesn't do much for me as far as like, you know, bars or any type of subject matter that captures me right away. So I actually might get this one a 2. I get this one a 2. I'm important like the Pope. I'm a Muslim on Pope. I'm Machiavelli's offspring. I'm the king of New York, the king of the coast. One hand, I juggle them both. The juggernauts all in your juggler if you take me for jokes. That's, of course, that's Dot, and that's also crazy. What I liked about this line when I first heard it is kind of like the play back and forth as far as the opposite. So it's like, I'm important like the Pope. I'm a Muslim on port. I'm Machiavelli's offspring. I'm the king of New York. People thought that, you know, a lot of people thought he was dissing New York, but he was really making a reference, you know, how he's the king and whatnot, and king of the coast. Now he's saying, you know, king of the New York West, that's both the king of the coast. One hand, I jungle them both. It's easy to be the king of both. Like that's just Dot being in his bag as always. So yeah, I can't give him a higher than me, so that's a 10. He can't get a 12. I ain't going for nothing. Got this chopper on me that I'm busting. If you run out on me, then I'm gunning. Hit you in your stomach. We told him in public. I said we told him in public. We told them in public. Run out on me, then well I'm gunning. I'd have to hear this in the scheme of it, but I feel like this record is probably like a hype record. Like it's probably aggressive and street, and I feel like it's something that I would listen to or like, you know what I mean, and whatnot. But just for the sake of just me reading it like that, it's kind of basic and whatnot. So as far as like a bars, I give this one a 2. But I feel like if I heard it in the concept of it and on beat and whatnot, I feel like it's something that I would rock with in the club and whatnot. What up, it's your boy Reason, and I just rated those bars.